The way the bill is written, it's the unappropriated surplus will go into this fund every fiscal year. So the decision is that every surplus would go into this fund in perpetuity. Can a legislature down the road reverse that decision? Yes, but they're making a statement here today that we are going to put unappropriated surplus into another off-budget account. And to me, that's not prioritizing. That is trying to do something for everybody, and it's very dangerous. Well, the surplus money traditionally would go into the budget reserve or would go toward paying deficiencies. What this bill is now going to do is say once the budget reserve reaches the 18%, any additional money will no longer go to pay down unfunded liabilities. It's now going to go into this endowment. So Democrats today are saying we are no longer going to take care of unfunded liabilities in the state of Connecticut, despite the fact that we know we lead the country in unfunded liabilities. So on top of diverting this surplus, they're also going to be reducing the volatility cap. So they are turning the faucet off on Connecticut paying down its unfunded liabilities. It used to be a steady stream over the last 8 years. It is now going to be a slow drip for the state of Connecticut. And given the raises that continue to pour out of the governor's office to our state workers, our pension fund obligations are only going to get heavier.
So the glory days of pension pay down are over? Is that what you're saying?
Well, and it's even worse. Glory days are over of paying down unfunded liabilities, but raises are aplenty. So we've seen 33% pay raises that is only going to exacerbate the need to put more into our pensions. So these guys are really, I pity the people 10 years from now that are going to have to try to balance a budget in the state of Connecticut. It is reprehensible that we have surpluses and revenues, and these guys can't balance and put together an honest budget. I'm very disappointed. The governor should be holding a harder line, but he is saying no to no one and yes to everybody. I do think this is probably one of the most devastating pieces of the budget. Because to devote now unallocated surplus, what you are saying is that we are going to create an offshore account for early childhood and put all our surplus money into it. That is going to stop, again, the spigot for paying down unfunded liabilities, coupled with the fact that Democrats are negotiating some volatility transfer. That volatility money used to go to pay down our pensions. So what they have decided now is we are no longer going to address our unfunded liability crisis. And it is a crisis. The hard number is over $80 billion of unfunded liabilities.
Are you saying the legislature is tying its hands in the future? You said you're worried about people 10 years from now. Are they tying their own hands?
Yeah, this legislation right now is going to say it is doing away with surpluses as we know it. Surpluses in the state of Connecticut will now be diverted into this endowment fund that is going to be administered by a third-party group. So they are washing their hands of early childhood policies. They're giving it to this offshore bank account, and they are no longer going to use surpluses to potentially pay down unfunded liabilities. Here's what I foresee in the next couple of years, and you heard it here first. What you are going to start to see happening is they are going to take this surplus money anyway and put it into the next year budget and do carry forwards. So they're also making a commitment to early childhood folks that they're going to fund this endowment program, but I'm pretty sure that they'll break that promise 2 years from now. But either way, surpluses will no longer be prioritized to pay down unfunded liabilities.